On today's video, we're going to be taking a look at Operation Wolf by Taito, which is releasing today on the iiRcade, the first Sinden light gun compatible game for the console. Hi everybody, MichaelBtheGameGenie here. Thank you so very much for watching. That's right guys, for iiRcade fans, after a very long wait, it's time to break out those light guns. We can finally play Operation Wolf, and I'm going to tell you more about it right after this. So that's right guys, today we're going to be taking a look at Operation Wolf on the iiRcade. I was fortunate enough to get an advanced copy of the game to help with testing of the Sinden light gun, and now I can finally share with you my gameplay experience and what I think of the light gun tech on the iiRcade in use with an actual game. But before we get into that, I want to say thank you so very much for everybody for watching, guys. I always appreciate the support, and if this is your first time to the channel and you like what you see, go ahead, subscribe, click the bell for notifications, all that YouTube stuff. I mean, to me, it only feels like yesterday when it was September and I was at the Game & Brew event in Chicago for iiRcade, and we first found out that Operation Wolf from Taito was coming to the iiRcade. Operation Wolf is a very popular arcade title, also well known on the NES for being an excellent light gun game. This is one people have requested from different companies, and being able to play it with light gun tech as good as the Sinden light gun technology is really a dream come true for home arcade fans. So I know most of you at home are itching to plug your Sinden light gun into your iiRcade, download this game, and finally get to shooting some bad guys in this side-scrolling on-rails light gun game. However, before you do so, make sure your Sinden light gun is set up correctly. I ran into some issues with that as well. As most of you know, I'm not exactly the most tech-savvy person. Luckily, iiRcade has put out a video to help you with the process. So guys, before you plug in your Sinden and try to play Operation Wolf for the first time, please make sure to check out this video from iiRcade. Michael at iiRcade put together this quick informational video showing you the proper way to set up your Sinden light guns so they will work flawlessly on your iiRcade when you first get started. I will be honest with you, I've had a couple issues myself just because I didn't have these steps. I tried to set it up and I was noticing that I couldn't get the buttons to work exactly the way I wanted at first, and I didn't really know how to set up the rumble function. Thankfully, Michael put out this excellent informational video. Please follow these steps before your first play attempt to assure the best gameplay experience. Now that that's out of the way, let's talk more about Operation Wolf specifically. And like I said, I was very fortunate. I got an advanced copy of the game to help with testing from Michael at iiRcade, and I've been playing this for a while now. And I have to say, the experience is actually really good. For me, the light gun technology is just sound. I have previously played with Arcade 1-Up light guns. They're really good. They work extremely well. And I've also played with the aim-track light gun on the AtGames Legends Ultimate. I could say that obviously Sinden is the best technology. However, with Arcade 1-Up, that's a one-and-done product where that light gun only works specifically with that cabinet. Here with iiRcade, this is more of that open accessories platform when you can plug in a product that's not first-party branded and just shoot away at whatever light gun games come out on the system. The trigger works extremely well. The gun follows that point exactly like you would expect it. The only thing I will say about the trigger, I do notice that it's a little bit shaky. It doesn't stay still on the screen, and I don't know if that's a element of the way that the actual trigger works or if I have a shaky hand. I'm not 100% sure, but I will notice that's my only real downplay. When it comes to the game itself and how the game works, this game is awesome. It's so much fun. I will say it's extremely difficult. It's not one of those games where you can just quarter through. I mean, you have to get past the level with the amount of energy and the amount of health that you have. So in terms of replayability, some light gun games can be, one and done, kind of short. This one will add a level of complexity, difficulty, and have you coming back for more. Now, I also wanted to mention not all light guns are created equal. So there's two versions of the Sinden light gun, one with recoil and one without recoil. When I went to get my Sinden light gun, I decided I was going to spring on the more expensive gun that actually included the recoil as well. However, when you play this game, my experience with recoil so far hasn't been everything I would hope it would be. The recoil only seems to work when I press the button initially and it doesn't continue. Now, I may be having trouble with my recoil on the gun the way that it's, basically working with the game. I'm not 100% sure, but where the game is a continuously firing game, you can just hold down the trigger and keep shooting. You would hope that the recoil would continue to shoot while your hand was on the trigger. I still have some work to do with that. I'm not 100% sure what I'm doing wrong specifically, but the trick is you just reset your recoil by pressing the right button, holding it down for 7 seconds or 3 seconds, and hopefully you have a better experience than I did. One other concern I had about using the Sinden light gun technology with the iiRcade is most times when you are using a Sinden light gun with some kind of monitor, that monitor is set at a 90-degree angle, so it's basically completely straight up. However, the iiRcade is more sloped on a 45. So how would that pitch or slope of the monitor affect the way that the Sinden light gun responds to the game itself? I am extremely happy to report that there is no impact on the slope or pitch of the monitor. The gameplay works just like it should. The only thing I would recommend is just be careful where you have lights on in your room and where your iiRcade is placed, because I noticed I had to play with the lights off as I was standing back from the iiRcade. The overhead light in my office here was shining down on the screen and creating some glare, making it a little bit hard to see the screen. So I recommend either move it away from your light source in your room or play with the lights off. Otherwise, everything else worked beautifully on the iiRcade with the Sinden light gun. So anyways, guys, I figured the best thing for me to do here was to share a little gameplay of me playing through Operation Wolf with the Sinden light gun on the iiRcade so you guys could see my experience firsthand and see how the gameplay worked. I do want to preface this experience by saying at the time I was having some issues with my buttons, which I thought was due to setup. It turns out I just didn't read the instructions, and the buttons I was looking for starting coin in were on the other side of the gun. And I was still having some issue with my recoil on the gun. However, I wasn't familiar for some reason at that point with the reset button. But outside of that, you can take a look at what my experience was like here.
Operation initiated.
And let's go. All right, be good this time. There we go. Oh yeah, now there's the experience I was looking for. I got my rockets going, now we're having fun. Get that clip. Boom! There we go. Best part of shooting people is the shooting. I gotta say, even though the hair trigger looks to be jumping around a bit, I think I've got to update my Sinden light gun tech again because some of the features aren't working for me. Like, I'm not getting the experience right now with the recoil, and I'm not being able to coin in, but I think that's on me. That's not so much the game. So I'm going to update my... There we go. Woo! Cleared the scene. Swish! Kill the fish.
You succeeded in demolishing the communication setup, cutting off the enemy from rescue.
Alright, so we're going to go to the jungle. We got 4,000 for the coconut. Oh, yeah. Man, I love Operation Wolf. What a great game. Now, I've never made it past the jungle, so this is going to be the time. I'm telling you now, fellas, I can do this. Or maybe not. I don't know. I'm going to try. It's not looking good. Things are starting to get hectic and I'm dead! Goddamn jungle! Lethal injury. Lethal injection. J-lethal. Yes, we're going to continue playing. Let's see, does it work yet? No, buttons still aren't working for me. I'm going to have to update that again. So we will press player 1 start. 2,000 points, and I killed a pig. Missed that guy, though. Get back here, chicken. How did I not hit the pig? Oh, I killed the nurse. I didn't want to do that. I'm having a worse time through the jungle now. I got more weapons. Only a few rockets left, so I'm going to have to start conserving. Or just blow shit up. Either way. I feel like Rambo. Operation Rambo. You never get a chance. Rambo on the Sega Master System is a dope game. Uh-oh, I'm in trouble. Oh, mama, I'm in fear from my life, from the long arm of the law. We're getting past the jungle. So help me God. I know, I'm in warning. Oh shit, I've never made it this far. That's the boss. I should have just kept shooting. Anyways, guys, that's just my quick look at Operation Wolf by Taito on the iArcade, the first Sinden light gun compatible game with the iArcade Gold Edition. So guys, let me know in the comments down below, do you have a gold cab? Do you have a Sinden light gun? Are you going to be picking up Operation Wolf today now that it is finally available? Also, let me know, what do you think of the price point? $12.99. It's a hair more than what they typically sell their classic arcade games at. Is the juice worth the squeeze for the extra added benefit of being able to play with the Sinden light gun? And last but not least, thank you so very much for watching, guys. This is Michael B. the Game Genie, and I'll talk to you next time.